to the Baby Dome for tonight's exciting Southwestern Athletic Conference showdown between the Jaguars of Southern University and your Prairie View A&M University Panthers. The Panthers are 4-2 on a 4-game winning streak, and the Jaguars are 4-1. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the starting lineup for the Jaguars of Southern University. Starting a junior from Fort Worth, Texas, number 2, Melody Malone. Starting a freshman from St. Martinville, Louisiana, number 3, Vatera Calais. Starting a junior from Kaysville, Utah, number 4, Jamie Solnick. Starting a sophomore from Altadena, California, number 11, Bailey Neubauer. Starting a senior from San Antonio, Texas, number 12, Leilani Matafayo. And starting a sophomore from Crestview, Florida, number 15, Jasmine Middleton. And starting, she is the libero from Fort Worth, Texas, number 10, Diamond Williams. The head coach for the Jaguars of Southern University is head coach Vanessa Jacobs. Her assistant is Kendra Broussard. And now, ladies and gentlemen, get ready for your Prairie View A&M Lady Panthers. Number 4, a freshman from Webster, Texas, Randy Hunter. Number 5, a junior from Sheridan, Wyoming, Kira Kirkham. Number 8, a freshman from Grand Prairie, Texas, number 8, Sydney Walker. Number 12, a freshman from Round Rock, Texas, Marissa Campbell. Number 15, a sophomore from Rolette, Texas, Jasmine Lewis. Number 21, number 20, a freshman from Donna, Texas, Marina Martinez. And number 24, a freshman from Arlington, Texas, Mariah Thomas. And now, the starting lineup for your Lady Panthers. Starting, a sophomore from Austin, Texas, number 13, Mokisha Shanklin. Starting, a freshman from Cibolo, Texas, number 11, Tashara Thompson. Starting, a freshman from Seguin, Texas, number 9, McKaylee Franklin. Starting, a freshman from Silver Creek, Washington, number 7, Callie Jordan Hinge. Starting, a freshman from Webster, Texas, number 4, Randy Hunter. And starting, she is the libero, a junior from Katy, Texas, number 3, Paige Julia. And starting, our senior, the center from Belgrade, Serbia. Let's give her a nice round of applause, folks. Number 6, Anna Kiso. The head coach for your Prairie View A&M University Lady Panthers is Coach Tacho Tyler. Her assistants Emil Chudian and Lakeisha Allen and Will Jefferson. Welcome to the Baby Dome, ladies and gentlemen. Charles Porter coming to you solo tonight. A pivotal game for the Lady Panthers. They are on a 4-game winning streak, taking on Southern University, who is 4-1 in conference play. A win tonight will thrust the Lady Panthers into second place. And later on this week, if we can defeat Texas Southern down in Houston, Texas, the Lady Panthers will be in first place in the West. A lot at stake here in the Baby Dome. Want to send a shout out to Jordan Curl. Couldn't be here tonight. She's under the weather. We're praying for you and hope you feel a lot better. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to miss her dearly tonight, so bear with yours truly. Coming to you all by myself. I think ABBA made a song about it there, Terry, called All by Myself. Hey, folks, it's going to be an exciting game for the Southern Jaguars. They've got an all-star cast there. Leali Matafayo leads the team with 60 digs. Ekweri, Carr, and Malone rounded off at 144, 118, and 177 respectively. So that's going to be really interesting to see the Lady Jaguars and the Lady Panthers. And also on our side of the ball, our leading killers are Hunter, Shanklin, and Hinch. So watch for those. Off the bench for the Lady Panthers, don't forget Campbell, Augustine, and Chudian. And on the other side, watch for Neubauer, Ekweri, Carr, and Williams on the front line. They do a great job for Coach Jacobs. This should be an exciting game, and the Jaguars will start it off. And Leali Matafayo on the line. Leali Matafayo on the line for the Jaguars. And here we go. We're about to get this one underway. Matafayo's serve is clean and across the net. And 2 hits on the Lady Panthers. A quick error here. So the Jaguars will go up by 1. And the Lady Panthers will try to rebound. Thompson will set it up for Kiso. Hunter knocks it out of bounds, and the Lady Panthers will get it with a great block by Randy Hunter. Walker will check in for the Lady Panthers. Walker on the line now for the Lady Panthers. We're tied at 1. Walker gets it over. It's set up there by Salette, and the Lady Panthers will get another point. Hunter with the block. The Panthers go up 2-1. And Walker will still be on the line. All freshmen up front for Coach Tacho Tyler. Selling it, sets it up. Great block right side there by Hunter. Selling it, sets it up. Another block by Hunter. The kills by Middleton. And with the attempt, here we go right side. And Hitch finds the hole for the Lady Panthers. Kelly Jordan Hicks. 3-1, the Panthers up. Walker will stay on the line. And the Panthers coming out looking pretty good here in game 1. Selenet sets it up right side. Here comes Matafayo, or pardon me, that's going to be Calais. And that one's going to be out of bounds. The Lady Panthers now up 4-1 here in game 1. Walker swings it over again, set up there by Selenet. Great block by Thompson. Tashara Thompson. And the Lady Panthers looking good here in the early going as they lead the Lady Jaguars by a score of 4-1. Selenet sets it up. And finally, Middleton coming over there and scoring for the Jaguars. Checking in for the Jaguars, number 17, Paige Hall. On the line for the Jaguars, number 3, Vatira Calais. Calais serve is good. Great dig by Chudian. She'll just keep it in the play. Leali Matafayo will put it up. Thompson will keep it in play. The Serbia senior will put it over, and it wasn't a block. Walker hit it into the net. And now it's 6-2. And the Panthers up. Thought it should have been 5-3, but maybe not. Great dig there, right side by Malone, and the Panthers there will get another point. Now that's correct. 6-3 the score. That's going to put Thompson on the line for the Panthers. On the line for the Panthers, number 11, Tashara Thompson. Checking in for the Lady Panthers, number 13, Keisha Shanklin. 6-3 the score. The Panthers will push this one to the limit today. Calais will set it up. Nice tip over on the right side by Hall. Here comes Hinch. Calais with the setup. Walker looking good. Right to the right side to Diamond Williams. Now here comes Middleton. Great dig that time by Thompson Oh, good shot there by Hunter. Great play by the Lady Panthers. Matafayo can't, pardon me, Hall can't get it over. Here comes Walker. Set up by the libero. Here comes Middleton now, again with a push. Hinch playing well. Hunter comes around the right side and a great block by the Jaguars. Jamie Middleton now 6-4 the score, and the Panthers giving the Jaguars all they can handle. Checking in for the Jaguars, number 7, Bailey Jefferson. Jefferson now to the line. And coming over on the right side is Melanie Malone to find the hole there in the Panther defense, 6'5". Jefferson, not a lot on the line, and here comes Shanklin with the point. Mokisha Shanklin. Checking in for the Lady Panthers, number 1, Kristen Augustine. Augustine, one of the ones we talked about coming off the bench. He does a great job in that rotation, coming in to serve. Augustine's serve is set up there by Bailey Jefferson. Coming right side and finding the hole that time was Calais. Matafayo will check back in, and on the line is going to be Diamond Williams. Williams serving for the Jaguars. Hinch will set it up to Kiso, and a good block by Matafayo on the attempted kill by Hinch. We're tied at 7 now here in game 1. Williams, the junior from Fort Worth, Texas, will put it up, and here comes Shanklin. Right side with a great dig. And well, nope. It hit the ground. Bailey Jefferson with the kill for the Jaguars. Williams still on the line. Here come the Lady Panthers. Hinch finds it, and Matafayo with the block knocks it on the other side. Now Southern up 2, 9-7. Panthers started out great. They've got to recoup now. Williams to Shanklin, and a great shot there that time by Anna Kiso, the senior. Anna Kiso. Checking in for the Lady Panthers, number 9, Makaylee Franklin. On the line for the Panthers, number 7, Callie Jordan Hinch. Hinch with 4 service aces on the year. Gets it in the middle. Calais will set it up and be rewarded. Great shot by Shanklin. Matafayo tips it over and keeps it in play. Here comes Shanklin with the kill. Mokisha Shanklin. Shanklin now coming into tonight's game, our second leading attacker with 333 total attacks. Out of that, 145 kills. And Bailey for the Jaguars and Malone not communicating well, and the Panthers score another bucket and go back up by a score of 10-9. Hinch hits it right into the net, and now we're tied again, and coming in for the Jaguars, selling it, and Ekweri, and the Panthers will keep their same set on their side. On the line for the Jaguars is going to be selling it. Kiso sets it up for Hunter, and Hunter, just a little too much English on it, knocks it over into the cheap seats. 11-10 to score. See somebody searching for treats over there. No wonder. Wow, too bad there are none today. Oh my goodness. Chudian and Augustine both going for the dig. Ricocheted off of Chudian's backhand. And now the Jaguars up to 12-10. Here come the Southern Jaguars. Shanklin with a dump. Coming right side, the Jaguars keeping it in play. Right in the middle goes Kiso. Anna Kiso. And with Trick or Treat, Halloween, just a couple of days prior to tonight's game, I don't think anybody needs candy, but we'll see. Judian on the line for the Lady Panthers. It's dug up that time by Calais. Matafayo comes with it, and Kiso finding the hole again. Anna Kiso. And the Panthers and the Jaguars keeping it close here in game one. This is a good one. Judian on the line again for the Lady Panthers. Jaguars keeping it in play. Oh, and Thompson jumped just a little too soon. And point will go to the Jaguars. Checking in is going to be Jasmine Middleton for the Jaguars. Checking in for the Jaguars, number 15, Jasmine Middleton. And the Panthers with the ball, though. No, Middleton gets it over there. It's out of bounds, and we're tied at 13 now. Hunter will check in for the Panthers. And Kiso will go to the line. Checking in for the Panthers, number 4, Randy Hunter going to the line for the Panthers. Number 6, Anna Kiso. Tied at 13 here. Calais with the set, and Matafayo with the kill. Neubauer will check in, and Matafayo will go to the line for the Jaguars. Hunter with the kill. Randy Hunter. Tied at 14. On the line for the Lady Panthers is going to be the freshman from Grand Prairie, Texas, number 8, Sydney Walker. And coming in with the hard kill there on the right side was Chinasa Ekwuri. Calais will check back in along with Neubauer, and the Jaguars will be on the line. It's going to be Calais, the freshman from St. Martinsville, Louisiana. Kiso to Hunter. Great block right side. The Jaguars do a great job up there. Great job of sliding over was Bailey Neubauer. And now the Jags up 2. The Panthers need to come on with it. Kiso to Hinch. Good job by Hunter finding the hole. Callie Jordan Hinch with a great hit off the net. Callie Jordan Hinch. Checking in for the Lady Panthers, number 13, Keisha Shanklin on the line for the Panthers. Number 11, Tashara Thompson. Great set and great dig by Thompson. Here comes Hinch. Williams keeps it in play. Thompson sets it up to Kiso. To Shanklin, gets another one. Mokisha Shanklin. Wasn't pretty, but it scored. We're tied at 16 here in game one. Thompson still on the line. Right side with it was Calais on the attack. Hunter keeps it in play. Williams on the right side gets it up. And getting the kill is going to be Neubauer for the Jaguars. And here comes Calais, and here comes Chudian for the Panthers. Jefferson checks in for the Jaguars. Chudian for the Panthers. Walker sets it up to Kiso. Here comes Shanklin. And Kiso not ready for that one. 19 in a timeout by the Lady Panthers. Folks, ladies and gentlemen, the Panthers doing a great job here in game one of hanging in here with the Jaguars. Hey folks, Apple Hyundai in Brenham, Texas is your premier destination for unbeatable deals on new, used, certified, and pre-owned Hyundai cars. Your Brenham Hyundai dealer is proud to be a full-service auto dealer with sales consultants that are certified to provide expert knowledge with down-home charm. That's Apple Hyundai, located at 1710 Highway 290 West in Brenham, Texas. For more information, the number to call is 1-800-491-7408, or for more information, log on to BrenhamHyundai.com. Want to remind you, ladies and gentlemen, the Lady Panthers will hit the road this Tuesday, November 10th. They've got almost a week, or 5 days rather, to prepare for the Jaguars. Go on down, if you live in the Houston area, go to TSU at 6:30, the campus in the H&P Arena on the campus of Texas Southern, and cheer your Lady Panthers on the victory. This is a pivotal game that we talked about earlier. Folks, the Panthers can move up to second place with a win against the Jaguars tonight. Jefferson will be on the line for the Jaguars. Walker sets it up to Kiso. Hinch just has to play it over. Miscommunication there. Bailey gets it over, and playing it over is going to be Malone. Walker with the good set. Here comes Hunter. And it's just a little too much. He's got to curb that risk. Hunter, real strong here. And remember, folks, we got a squad of freshmen. They're going to be great down the line. They're learning how to play together really early. Hunter sets it up. Kiso to Shanklin, and that's at least 5 kills for Shanklin tonight. Mokisha Shanklin, checking in for the Lady Panthers. Number 1, Kristen Augustine. Christian Augustine will check in for the Panthers. She's the freshman from Humble, Texas. And right off the block of Shanklin and Kiso, Neubauer will get the kill and come out of the game now. Southern's up 3. The Panthers have got to come on with it. They're in it all the way. Chudian passes it over to Kiso, and that's going to be 3. And now the Panthers need to settle down here. This is when you need to get that senior leadership. Kiso's got to get in the middle and calm everybody down. Kiso kind of a quiet senior, so I look for Shanklin to get on the floor and pull the troops together as Hunter checks in for Prairie View and Callie Jordan Hinch goes to the line. Hunter checking in for the Panthers. Jordan Hinch on the line for Prairie View. Hinch, a little too much inside of bounds. Now the Panthers are down 4, so we've got to be real careful here. Selling it will check in with Ekweri. And the Panthers trying to hang in here. Right side. Good dig. The pass to Kiso. Shanklin, oh my goodness, hits the top of the net. And now 23-18. The Jags up by 5 and close to putting game 1 in the books. Kiso. Great dump there by Shanklin. Mokisha Shanklin checking in for the Lady Panthers. Number 11, Tashawn Thompson on the line for Prairie View. Number 3, Paige Chudian. Chudian with 7 service aces. Gets it in. It's tipped across. Chudian calls it over for Hunter. Hunter finds the hole. Great dig by Jefferson over there. And the tip. Kiso to keep it over, and here comes Augustine. Selling it, puts it up. Great dump there by Kiso. Kiso playing her last game in the Baby Dome, and Hunter has it blocked on the right side by a combination of Matafayo and Ekweri. And here comes Jasmine Lewis for the Lady Panthers. Checking in for the Lady Panthers, number 15, Jasmine Lewis. On the line for the Jaguars, number 3, Batera Calais. Calais gets it over. It's set up by Hinch. Here comes Lewis, and that's going to do it for game 1, ladies and gentlemen. Game 1's in the books, ladies and gentlemen, 25-19. Stay tuned. Game 2 is on the way.
One team if we win.
One team if we win.
One team if we lose.
One team if we lose.
How we play.
How we play.
Is how we choose.
Is how we choose.
Let our arms.
Let our arms.
Be strong and high.
Be strong and high.
And let it set.
And let it set.
Be first to 25.
Be first to 25.
Summertime equals summer camps, and this one's unique. The focus is not just getting to know new friends, but also about getting to know nature, specifically wildlife.
If the only thing the kids take away this week is a deeper understanding for wildlife and how important it is to everyone, then we've done our job.
It's called the Wildlife Conservation Camp, and it's put on by the Texas chapter of the Wildlife Society. The goal of the week-long getaway is to introduce high school students to all aspects of wildlife and to let them know it's not just fun, but can also be a career.
Meeting the professionals has been really amazing because I get to, meet people who are actually in the fields I'm interested in, and so I'm kind of getting a better idea of where I might want to go, things I might want to do to better prepare myself for my future career.
Campers come from all over Texas, or in Elizabeth's case, the United States. For 7 days, they're immersed in all things wildlife. They spend very little time indoors. All the learning this week is done outside, in nature's classroom, and students soak in every lesson.
It's truly amazing because there's so many topics that we cover, and you're just so exhausted because we do so much, and it's just 100% out in the woods, constantly doing what I love to do, which is conservation and research of wildlife.
Maybe they're kayaking, setting traps, building scent stations, or learning to shoot. Whatever the activity, the goal is to instill a love and respect for the outdoors and the animals that call it home.
I've learned so much from the camp. I've learned so much about conserving the wildlife and the habitat of animals and how important it is, to maintain this stuff around us.
The camp.
Dome, ladies and gentlemen, game one in the books. The Lady Jaguars win it 25-19. The Panthers in it all the way. Started off really, really good. Great play on the Lady Panthers side of the ball from Callie Jordan Hinch with 3 kills. Kiso with 3 kills. Hunter with 2. But the Lady Panthers led by Mokisha Shanklin with 5. On the other side of the net, Melody Malone led the way for the Jaguars with 3 kills. Neubauer with 2. And Ekweri also had 2 kills, but the story of game one was the play at the net. The Panthers with only 2 blocks, 10 blocks. Great defense played on the other side of the ball by the Southern Jaguars, and 1 service ace as we get game 2 underway. Williams will dig it up. Middleton gets it to Hinch. Hinch will set it up now to Randy Hunter. Hunter finds the hole in the Calais. And here come the Lady Panthers on their side. The set by Kiso over to Hunter for the kill. Randy Hunter. Hunter gets on the board first with the Lady Panthers. Kiso will stay at the line. Malone with the dig. Great block by Hunter. And that's what we got to do there. Randy Hunter and Tashara Thompson combining for the block. 2-0. Great serve. And Neubauer finding the hole for the Jaguars. Calais will go to the line, and checking in is going to be Paige Hall for SU. Chudian with the dig to Hunter, and that one's going to be out of bounds. Hunter with the second point for the Lady Panthers. Randy Hunter. Checking in for the Lady Panthers, number 8, Sydney Walker. And Walker will go to the line. And coming out is going to be Mariah Thomas, another freshman from Arlington, Texas. A lot of promise for this Lady Panther team. They really have battled back during SWAC play, and the Jaguars not communicating, and the Panthers will go up 4-1, and Walker will stay on the line. The lob over, and Hinch will get it from the back line. Malone with the dig and the pass over to Calais, right side to Middleton, and a great attack by Randy Hunter. 5-1, the Lady Panthers up. Walker with her 3rd serve of this play. And Neubauer, wow, with a mean one. We'll get the kill for the Jaguars. 5-2 the score. Jefferson will check in for Southern University. Checking in for the Jaguars, number 7, Bailey Jefferson. Jefferson's from right down the street in Pearland, Texas. I'm sure she's got some fans here. Great dig by Jefferson. Kiso tries to keep it in play. And Lady Panthers have got to talk, and Coach Tyler getting all over them, saying, hey, got to play your area. Stay in your area. And trying to get some help from the peanut gallery over here. What do we have in this bag? Golly gee willikers. There's a lot of stuff in here. Kiso keeps it over to Hinch. Hinch finds the hole. Callie Jordan Gaines. 6-3 now the score. And here comes Shanklin off the bench. Checking in for the Lady Panthers, number 13, Waukesha Shanklin. On the line for the Panthers, number 11, Tashara Thompson. And somebody's not paying attention. Yeah, those are mine. I'm telling you, I'm going to turn into Sammy Davis Jr. and become the candy man. Everybody expects Charles. When are y'all going to buy Charles some nachos or something? You made some, okay. Here comes Tashara Thompson. Calais comes over right side, and that's out of bounds. Oh, wow, that looked out. And Middleton was that Middleton or Malone? Couldn't see the official right in the way, folks. 7-4, the Jaguars trying to battle back. Diamond Williams is on the line for Southern. And that's out of bounds, and Chudian made an attempt at a play, but it was just too far out of bounds. And here comes Augustine. Hunter will come out, and the Panthers will rotate. Checking in for the Lady Panthers, number 1, Kristen Augustine. Folks, don't forget exciting women's basketball coming your way from the Baby Dome. This Sunday, the Lady Panthers will take on the University of Faith in the exhibition game. And then game 1 is going to be on the 13th. It's going to be exciting as the Panthers get ready for basketball season. Lady Panthers in full swing. No men's action, I don't think, until December. 1 game here in the Baby Dome in the fall. Augustine to Kiso. Great dig by Chudian. Way to find the hole with a quick push. Middleton, right in bounds with that one. And now Southern down to 8-6. Yeah, the Lady Panthers are taking on the Saints of Our Lady of the Lake. University of Faith is the 13th. And the Panthers with some miscommunication. Now 8-7 the score. And checking in for the Lady Panthers is going to be another freshman, Marissa Campbell from Round Rock, Texas. Checking in for the Lady Panthers, number 12, Marissa Campbell. Hinch getting a slight chew there from Coach Tacho Tyler. Hinch in the wrong place there. Kiso gets it over to Shanklin for the kill. Waukesha Shanklin. Mariah Thomas will check in for the Panthers. Another freshman from Arlington, Texas. Checking in for the Panthers, number 24, Mariah Thomas. And also checking back in for the Lady Panthers, number 7, Callie Jordan-Hinch. Hinch gets it over. Here comes Modifio. Great block with the Lady Panthers. Here comes Shanklin, and man, she's on fire. Lakeisha Shanklin. And I've got to check some of the stats here for kills in the conference. Shanklin's got to be up there with some of the better ones. Nice tip over there, Ekwari. Here comes Thomas with the attempt on the kill. Right in the hole, there goes Melody Malone to find it. Middleton will check back in for the Lady Panthers, for the Jaguars, and Malone will go to the line. Malone on the line for the Jaguars. Malone gets it across. Here comes Thomas. And Thomas just a little too tough. Now the Jaguars down 1. Malone. And the dig by Augustine. Here comes Shanklin. And Shanklin with another one. Lakeisha Shanklin. Shanklin playing real smart. And you're starting to see that leadership coming from a sophomore out there on the court. And Chudian now will go to the line for the Panthers. Chudian on the line for Prairie View. Modifio right at that back corner. The Panthers had to play it. And here we go right side. Good block by the Lady Panthers. Thomas, and Thompson. And that one's going to be out of bounds. Lady Panthers will stay up 12-9 now. Game 2, folks, if you've just checked in. Lady Panthers fell in game 1, 25-19. Chudian back on the line. Modifio with the kill. Kiso with the dump. Thompson will get it back. Oh, and it's out of bounds. Wow. And Tyler telling the officials that the lines were touched, and they give Tyler a warning. And Modifio will be on the line for SU. Here comes Thompson, and she'll get it with the kill. Tashara Thompson. 13-10 the score. And Kiso talking to one of the officials. I had a little paper with all the officials on it. Finding the hole was Neubauer. Thompson gets it again. Tashara Thompson. 14-10. There it is. Okay. Somebody stole my paper. Here comes Kiso again. Selenite puts it up. And the Jags will get the point. Hall will check in now again with Calais. It's Selenite is the name of that young lady. Jamie Selenite, the junior from Kaysville, Utah. Spells it Selenite. S-E-L-L-E-N-E-I-T. But it's Selenite. And Hunter with another good one. Randy Hunter. Panthers looking to win game 2. Walker will check in along with Marissa Campbell. Walker and Campbell check in for the Panthers. Walker on the line for Prairie View. 15-11, the Lady Panthers up by 4. Hall will just have to get it over. The pass from Walker to Kiso and Thompson, That was Marissa Campbell on the attack, but a good block there on the left side. The back line's got to come up and support that front line a little quicker. And Bailey Jefferson will go to the line for the Jaguars. Thompson with the attempt right in front of Walker. She can't handle it. Jefferson still on the line, 15-13. The Panthers up 2. Here comes Kiso with the set to Hunter. Good dig that time by Jefferson, and Malone can't get to it. Randy Hunter. And the freshman playing well. Thompson will go to the line. Chudian will come out, and here comes Shanklin. Shanklin checks in for the Panthers on the line to Shard Thompson. Thompson puts it in play. Right side is Malone. Walker will set it up for Shanklin. No, Kiso with the fake. Walker sets it up to Kiso. To Hunter. Oh, and Hunter just didn't get enough lift that time. And we'll turn it over. Chudian will come back in. Williams will be on the line now. For the Panthers. Or pardon me, Williams for the Jaguars. Kiso to Shanklin. Woo, what a hard one. Here comes Kiso again. Back to Shanklin. She wants it. Woo! And that's a bullet. Mokisha Shanklin. Shanklin at the line playing with extreme prejudice. And Augustine will check back in for the Panthers and go to the line. 17-14. Lady Panthers up 3. Back on October 19th, the Jaguars were victorious down in Baton Rouge. I think it was 3-1. Let me check here. Yeah, 3-1. The Panthers did a good job. They pushed it to 4 a couple of weeks ago. And now, Selenet will be on the line. And Augustine with a little too much. 17-16 now. The Panthers have allowed the Jaguars to creep back in it. They led by as many as 5. Selenet on the line. Puts it across. Kiso sets it up. The dump by Shanklin, it's good. Mokisha Shanklin. Callie Jordan Hinch will check back in along with Mariah Thomas. Thomas and Hinch check in for the Panthers. Hinch on the line for Prairie View. Hinch gets it over, selling it. We'll put it right side. Taken over by Ekwari. And the Jags keep it in play. Kiso with the lob. Chudian can't hold on to it. Great hustle by Augustine. The dump. Hinch gets it. Over to Kiso to Thomas. Oh my goodness, and the Panthers with a great volley that time. Can't capitalize. 18-17 the score. Here comes Middleton for the Jags. And on the line is going to be Malone, the junior from Fort Worth, for the Jaguars. Thomas, right in the hole. The Panthers weren't paying attention there. Now we're tied at 18. This one's going to the wire also, folks. Tied at 18, Chudian will go to the line. Tyler. Number 8 was in the net. Well, a little scuttlebutt going on. 19-17, yeah, we're getting it right. Hinch saves it. Walker can't get it over. That's going to send Matafayo to the line. Matafayo gets it over. Hinch gets it to Kiso with the backhand. Kiso sets it back up over to Thompson. Selenite rather, keeps it in play. Hinch will get it over. Left side with it. Oh, right into the hands of Chudian goes Shinasa Ekwari. And now the Jaguars tied up again at 19. Jacobs having some chat with Sally Bennett, the line official here tonight's game. Matafayo puts it back over to Callie. Jordan Hinch over to Kiso. Here comes Walker. The Panthers got to keep it in play. Tied at 19. Up and it gets right over there by Augustine with a prayer. Christian Augustine. Checking in for the Lady Panthers. Number 4, Randy Hunter. On the line for the Panthers. Number 6, Anna Kiso. Great block on the right side by Hunter and Thompson. Hunter and Thompson for the block for the Panthers. Timeout on the court. The Panther Dogs getting ready to perform. Folks, I want to remind you, Sodexo is ready to provide catering for your special needs. Anniversaries, banquets, birthdays, graduations, holiday meals, receptions, or weddings. Contact Sodexo in the Houston area. The number to call is 281-850-1933. And in the Prairie View area, 832-309-8211. Sodexo makes every day a better day. And don't forget about our friends, the specialists at Houston Methodist Orthopedics and Sports Medicine at Willowbrook. They're proud to be the official healthcare provider for Prairie View A&M University athletics. Whether you're a weekend warrior, student athlete, or elite level professional, the board certified and fellowship trained physicians at Houston Methodist Orthopedics and Sports Medicine in Willowbrook offer world-class care close to you. For more information, or to find out more about the specialist at Houston Orthopedics Sports Medicine at Willowbrook, please visit HoustonMethodist.org. I bet you can't say that 5 times without getting tied-tongued. Who can do it? 21-19, the Lady Panthers on top, Kiso on the line. And the Panthers playing real well here in game 2. Malone and Williams back up all the way to the back line, and now Kiso with an opportunity, 22-19. Kiso that time with a service ace. 22-19 the score. Selenite gets it, great block by Thompson. Chudian keeps it in play to Kiso, to Hunter. Oh, a good block there on the left side by Neubauer. Nope, the Panthers get it. Well, what was the point? Was it Neubauer or did the Panthers? Well, obviously, no, Southern got the point. Okay, Neubauer with the block. Calais on the line for the Jags. Here comes Kiso, the Hunter, and she'll get another kill. Randy Hunter. Checking in for the Panthers, number 12, Marissa Campbell. Campbell, not yet. And Tyler getting a little fired up. Tyler really wants this one. This can put the Lady Panthers in the second place. A lot at stake here. So the Lady Panthers really are anxious, and that's going to be a timeout, ladies and gentlemen. We'll take a timeout with them. The Panthers on top by a score of 23-20. We'll come back right after this.
Prairie View A&M University is about the students. Students don't just come here for the education. They come for the faculty, for the creativity, the camaraderie, an excellent standard of living, and the school spirit. They come here to gain something profound and to give something back. Students come for the tradition of excellence. This is Prairie View A&M University. Our tradition, your opportunity. Prairie View A&M University is about the students. Students don't just come here for the education. They come for the faculty, for the creativity, the camaraderie, an excellent standard of living, and the school spirit. They come here to gain something profound and to give something back. Students come for the tradition of excellence. This is Prairie View A&M University. Our tradition, your opportunity. Prairie View A&M University is about the students. Students don't just come here for the education.
In Prairie View, Texas, the Panthers on top 23-20. Great block by Callie Jordan Hitch, and the Panthers now with game point. Callie Jordan Hitch, game point. And the Panthers can take game two right here, and then we'll be in for the intermission, and the Panthers get it with a service ace with Sydney Walker. And now we are tied at 1 here in the Baby Dome, ladies and gentlemen. Stick around. We'll come back right after this message and enjoy our dance team, the Panther Dolls. This is Panther Vision Volleyball.
Mary Kay Edwards, and I've been here July 22nd, 23 years.
I'm John Easton Jr. I'm the business manager, financial secretary of the International Brotherhood of Electric Workers, local union 716 here in Houston. We train and educate the best, most qualified electricians. IBW is all about elevating the lives of others, and that's sort of what today's all about.
We help hundreds of families every year using volunteers, as you see out here today, to do the exterior of the homes to make a warm, safe, and dry home.
I mean, with the IBEW, they've done so much for me that, if anything I can do to give back to the IBEW and give back to our community, because we're all skilled craftsmen. And so anything that we do coming out here and doing community service and giving back, we're going to do it the best job we can.
And I just love the way my house is looking. And I am really, really happy.
Different locations every year, allowing diversity in the students and the environment. The camp started in 1993. It's been a 22-year experiment, guiding youth and young adults toward a deeper passion for wildlife, maybe inspiring a vocation. The experiment has been a success.
Well, my mom told me about the camp, and I didn't really want to come at first, but now that I'm here, I really like it. It's my favorite camp that I've ever been to. I'm really glad I came.
The thing that keeps me coming back is just the look on their faces at the end of the week, just the sheer joy and the experience they've had.
Experiences that will benefit the environment as much as the student. For Voices of Agriculture, Gary Joyner, Junction. Summertime equals summer camps, and this one's unique. The focus is not just getting to know new friends, but also about getting to know nature, specifically wildlife.
If the only thing the kids take away this week is a deeper understanding for wildlife and how important it is to everyone, then we've done our job.
It's called the Wildlife Conservation Camp, and it's put on by the Texas chapter of the Wildlife Society. The goal of the week-long getaway is to introduce high school students to all aspects of wildlife and to let them know it's not just fun, but can also be a career.
Meeting the professionals has been really amazing because I get to, meet people who are actually in the fields I'm interested in. And so I'm kind of getting a better idea of where I might want to go, things I might want to do to better prepare myself for my future career.
Campers come from all over Texas, or in Elizabeth's case, the United States. For 7 days, they're immersed in all things wildlife. They spend very little time indoors. All the learning this week is done outside, in nature's classroom. and students soak in every lesson.
It's truly amazing because there's so many topics that we cover and you're just so exhausted because we do so much, and it's just 100% out in the woods, constantly doing what I love to do, which is conservation and research of wildlife.
Maybe they're kayaking, setting traps, building scent stations, or learning to shoot. Whatever the activity, the goal is to instill a love and respect for the outdoors and the animals that call it home.
I've learned so much from the camp. I've learned so much about conserving the wildlife and the habitat of animals and how important it is, to maintain this stuff around us.
The camp moves to different locations every year, allowing diversity in the students and the environment. The camp started in 1993. It's been a 22-year experiment, guiding youth and young adults toward a deeper passion for wildlife, maybe inspiring a vocation. The experiment has been a success.
Well, my mom told me about the camp, and I didn't really want to come at first, but now that I'm here, I really like it. It's my favorite camp that I've ever been to. I'm really glad I came.
The thing that keeps me coming back is just the look on their faces at the end of the week, just the sheer joy and the experience they've had.
Experiences that will benefit the environment as much as the student. For Voices of Agriculture, Gary Joyner, Junction. Summertime equals summer camps, and this one's unique.
Outstanding design defines the 2015 Hyundai Equus. This four-door, five-passenger sedan stands out among competitors in its class. It features an automatic transmission, rear-wheel drive, and a 5-liter 8-cylinder engine. A wealth of standard features mean that you no longer have to sacrifice, such as cruise control, a blind spot monitoring system, power door mirrors and heated door mirrors, lane departure warning, and remote keyless entry. Rear passengers enjoy the seat heating functionality, keeping them warm during the winter months. With high-intensity discharge headlights illuminating your path, you'll always appreciate maximum visibility. For drivers who enjoy the natural environment, a power moonroof allows an infusion of fresh air. Audio features include a CD player with MP3 capability and 17 speakers, providing world-class sound throughout. Hyundai also prioritized safety and security by including front and rear side impact airbags, a security system, an emergency communication system, and four-wheel disc brakes with ABS. Stop by our dealership or give us a call for more information.
Here at Prairie View A&M University, we have a state-of-the-art sports medicine program. Our goal is to take care of the whole athlete. We have orthopedic sports medicine specialists. We have full subspecialty orthopedic coverage for these athletes from hand to spine to foot and ankle. We have sports psychologists, nutritionists, concussion specialists. We really cover the whole gamut in terms of taking care of these athletes and providing them with elite care from Houston Methodist. Here at Prairie View A&M University, we have a state-of-the-art sports medicine program. Our goal is to take care of the whole athlete. We have orthopedic sports medicine specialists. We have full subspecialty orthopedic coverage for these athletes from hand to spine to foot and ankle. We have sports psychologists, nutritionists, concussion specialists. We really cover the whole gamut in terms of taking care of these athletes and providing them with elite care from Houston Methodist.
One team if we win.
One team if we win.
One team if we lose.
One team if we lose.
How we play.
How we play.
Is how we choose.
Is how we choose.
Let our arms.
Let our arms.
Be strong and high.
Be strong and high.
And let it set.
And let it set.
Be first to 25.
Be first to 25.
They come for the faculty, for the creativity, the camaraderie, an excellent standard of living, and the school spirit. They come here to gain something profound and to give something back. Students come for the tradition of excellence. This is Prairie View A&M University. Our tradition, your opportunity.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Panthers are tied with the Jaguars of Southern University with a game apiece. Melanie Malone led the way for the Jaguars in Game 2 with 8 kills, followed by Neubauer and Ekweri with a couple of kills. The Jaguars had 12 blocks against the Panthers. Mokisha Shanklin had 10 kills. Randy Hunter had 7, and the Panthers had 6 blocks. So if you've been watching, folks, that's what's been the telltale difference in these games. The Panthers' ability to get blocks at the net. Middleton puts it over. Kiso will get it. And Hunter will score it for the Lady Panthers with their first point of the game. Diamond Williams will check in for the Jaguars, and Walker will go to the line. Malone sets it up. Here comes Middleton. Kiso will keep it in play. Great block on the left side that time by Thompson and Hinch. Thompson and Hinch combined for the block for the Lady Panthers. Checking in for the Jaguar. Hall and Calais. Calais gets it over. Hunter tries to tip it over, but the long, wiry arms of Paige Hall, the freshman from Arlington, Texas, knocks it over the net, and the Panthers lose the point. Neubauer on the front line can just reach over the net. Neubauer, a very tall 6'4" sophomore from Altadena, California. She attended the University of New Orleans and transferred to Southern. Great dig by Malone there on the right side. Middleton pushes it over, and the Panthers will get it. Middleton hit it twice, and now the Panthers down 1. Here comes Shanklin and Thompson. Checking in for the Panthers. Number 13, Mokisha Shanklin. Thompson on the line for the Panthers. Oh, wow, and Thompson with a service error there and a point. Chunian will check in. Thompson will come out. Jefferson will be on the line for Southern. Here comes Shanklin. Shanklin tries to keep it in play, but no. Jefferson will keep it in play. Hunter with the dump. Right in there in the corner there. Was that Hunter? Couldn't see. Sally Bennett is right in my way. My good friend, veteran husband and wife officiating crew. I think they've been officiating for 100 years. And I'm just teasing. For about 25 years. Sally's my friend. I can do that. It seems as though they've been here forever. But very good crew out there on the floor for us tonight, along with Terry Tolliver and David Smith, the line judges. And Neubauer with another kill. I want to send a shout out to those of you who are watching. We know Yasmina and Yatso, I'm sorry, don't kill me, Kiso family, but they're watching in Belgrade, Serbia. Folks, if you're watching, go ahead and comment. We'd like to send a shout out to you and thank you for watching. 3-5 or 6-4 now the score for the Panthers. The Jaguars on top 2. And Hinch will go to the line for the Panthers. Hinch gets it over. Jefferson sets it up to Calais. And the Panthers will get it. It's knocked out of bounds. Hinch, set up by Calais. Malone comes back over right side, and the Jaguars will score. Selenite will go to the line. Got a couple of more people watching. I'd like to thank you for joining us here with exciting Panther volleyball, and that one's going to be out of bounds, and the Panthers will hang in there down 1-7-6. Thompson will check back in, Chudy into the line. Checking in for the Panthers, Tashara Thompson on the line for the Panthers. Paige Chudy. Selling it, sets it up for Matafayo. Thompson with the kill. Williams will just have to play it over. Here comes Kiso. Great tip by Thompson, yes. Tashara Thompson. And the Panthers tied up at 7. Chudian will go back to the line. Selling it, trying to keep it in play. Matafayo with the dump. Augustine will set it up. Hinch will get it over. Selling it, sets it up again. And with the kill is going to be Melody Malone. Malone with 177 kills on the year, and she'll go to the line for the serve. Likes to get way back there and get the run and jump serve. And the officials are conversing. And And okay, ladies and gentlemen, we please ask that you be respectful to all spectators in attendance. And we're just going to leave it at that. Thank you. Some different type of adjectives going on in the stands. We don't do that here at Prairie View. We produce productive people, but some of them do know how to cuss. So we'll just tell them none of that. Okay, we're just trying to have a little fun and jar with the fans, but or with the opposing team. Ouchie. And the Panthers will go on with it. 9-7, the score. And the official came over and said that, so it must have been. And don't hit Hennessy. Thompson gets it over. Williams can't handle it. Tried to get over to the middle to get the dig. Great kill by the Panthers. Hunter will check in for Prairie View. Kiso on the line. Checking in for the Panthers. Number 4, Randy Hunter. Kiso on the line for Prairie View. Selenite sets it up. Matafayo with the dump. Hunter with another attack. Great block by Thomas and Thompson. TNT over there on the right side. Here comes Hunter with another attempt at the side. And it's out of bounds. And Ekweri can't get a hold to it. And the Panthers tied up at 9. Kiso gets it over to Selenite. Selenite will keep it in play. Kiso has to run it down. Here comes Thompson. They're keeping it in play. Great volley by the Panthers. Chudian keeps it. Matafayo gets it over. Here comes Thompson. Great block there on the right side by the Panthers. Hinch with the pass to Kiso, to Thompson. And the Jags keeping it in play. 10-9, the Panthers up 1. Kiso with the set to Thompson. Yes, the Panthers win the battle. Tashara Thompson. 11-9 now. The Panthers have got to keep it going. Kiso now with her 4th serve. Gets it over. Selling it. Can't get over in time, and some miscommunication. And Jacobs looking like she wants a timeout. Yes, she does. The Lady Panthers doing a good job of keeping it in play. And the Panthers now up 12-9 on some great hustle by the Lady Panthers. Folks, want to remind you, exciting Panther basketball comes your way. Our Lady of the Lake, the Saints, I think they're out of San Antonio, I'm not positive, but they come into the Baby Dome on this Sunday. Some new rules for women's basketball, and we're going to, in our exhibition game, try to get them together. I'm sure Terry Burke, our veteran shot clock, gee whiz, operator, there you go. I couldn't get the word out. I was trying to say something funny, Terry, but I had to be very politically correct, so I couldn't get it out as quick as I wanted to get it out. But our shot clock operator will be sitting here to my left, and I'm sure he'll be schooling me on what's going on, blowing me in the shoulder, and very calmly telling me about stories from Willacoochee, Georgia, where he's from, and I'm sure you'll look forward to hearing those stories. But Terry Burke has been here at least 30 years. How many? I've been the voice for 24 years. I've been here doing it. So how many years is that for you? 35? 30 years. Wow, I was right the first time. You're getting younger by the minute. Middleton. Tries to get it over in the Panthers with a great block. Malafayo back at the line. Oh, great hustle by Kiso. Anna Kiso. What hustle to get over there and knock it in the bounds. And we have another ball person. It's a Thibodeau. Wow. They're everywhere. All over Hempstead. Great block by the Panthers, but Ekwari with the kill, man, it's powerful. She's from Garden City, Kansas. A senior for the Jags. Batira Calais, freshman from St. Martinsville, Florida. Back on the line, and that one was in. And the Panthers stay on top 14-11. Shooting will check out. Here comes Jasmine, or Shanklin. Checking in for the Panthers. Number 13, Mokisha Shanklin. Thomas on the line. Thomas over to Calais. That one is out of bounds. No, it's inbounds. Gee whiz. Nope, it's a tip. It was out of bounds, but it touched the hand of Hunter. Jefferson will go to the line. Walker. Great dump there by Shanklin. Mokisha Shanklin checking in for the Panthers. Number 1, Kristen Augustine. Augustine will check in now. Jefferson gets it over. Chudian with the pass. Shanklin, oh man, just a little too much. Shanklin coming in with the extreme power. Malafayo would come in for the Jaguars. And Malafayo with the big block. Now the Panthers down by 1, or pardon me, up 1. Only 16-13. Chudian sets it up, and the Panthers will get it. Couldn't see if that was Shanklin. It's Shanklin's point. Mokisha Shanklin. Checking in for the Panthers. Number 12, Tashara Thompson. Hinch on the line for Prairie View. Hinch with the pass over to Calais. That one's going to be inbounds. 16-15. The Jags keeping it close. Selenite will check in along with Ekwari. Ekwari will check in with Selenite for the Jaguars. Augustine with the pass. And the block right into a soft attempt right into the chest of Shanklin. And now we're tied at 16. Kiso to Shanklin. Great. And in the net. Shanklin's in the net that time. And now the Jags up 1. Selenite back on the line. Augustine keeps it in play. Selenite with the pass over to Ekwari. Here comes Shanklin. Good dig by Selenite. Here comes Shanklin, and Shanklin out of bounds, and the Panthers want a timeout. We'll take a timeout, ladies and gentlemen. The Panthers are down by 2 here with a minute left on the clock. Stick around, we'll be back with more.
Prairie View A&M University is about the students. Students don't just come here for the education. They come for the faculty, for the creativity, the camaraderie, an excellent standard of living, and the school spirit. They come here to gain something profound and to give something back. Students come for the tradition of excellence. This is Prairie View A&M University. Our tradition, your opportunity. Prairie View A&M University is about the students. Students don't just come here for the education. They come for the faculty, for the creativity, the camaraderie, an excellent standard of living, and the school spirit. They come here to gain something profound and to give something back. Students come for the tradition of excellence. This is Prairie View A&M University. Our tradition, your opportunity. Prairie View A&M University is about
but that was Shanklin on that one. Mr. Campbell, thank you for listening. I apologize. I'll make sure I get it right, because I don't want you coming down here and not allowing me to have gumbo for Thanksgiving, Terry. I'm going to cook gumbo for Thanksgiving. Gumbo, I'm going to cook a big one, too, and we're not going to even be at home. So can't nobody come. Thompson with the kill, Campbell with the kill. Thompson checking in. 11 and 12, and even though they don't really look alike, their hair is kind of similar. So that's the excuse I'm going to use, and I'm sticking to it. Julian gets it over. Kiso, that was on the line. That was on the net there, rather. And now the Panthers get the point. And 18-19, now the Panthers battling back here. Chudian on the line for the Panthers. Campbell with a great block. But off of her left hand, it'll go out of bounds, and now the Jags will be up 20-18 as Ikwari will check back in. Or pardon me, that's Kendra Williams, number 5, not an 8. And Ikwari standing next to her. Williams just checked in. Kiso sets it up. And Campbell with the kill. Marissa Campbell checking in for the Lady Panthers. Number 4, Randy Hunter. And Campbell doing a great job off the bench. Williams, Keandra Williams can't make it. Now the Lady Panthers up 21-19. And trying to close this one out, they need 4 more. Oh, wait a minute. The Jaguars up 21-19. Gosh. Panthers were in the net in that last play. Here comes Selenite. And that one's going to go for the Panthers. Now the Panthers down 1 as Williams checks in. Walker will go to the line to serve, and the Panthers now with an opportunity. Checking in for the Panthers, number 8. Sydney Walker. Walker was successful. A couple of points in her last attempts on the line. Walker gets it over, keeps it in place. Selenite sets it up. That one's going to be out of bounds. Oh, no. And now the Jags go up 22-20. And Calais will go to the line. Walker with the dig. Here comes Hunter. Oh, my goodness. Wow. 23-20. Calais on the line. Julian sets it up to Kiso. Hinch. Calais with the dig. Back to Malone. Williams will get it over. And now we're at game point. And Chudian gets up a little slowly. And Chudian's going to have to come out here for a moment. Hit the ground pretty hard. Calais still on the line with game point here, folks. Shanklin keeps it in play. Here comes Hinch. Williams. Shanklin keeps it in play. Hunter. And now the Panthers with the point, 24-21. Thompson will go to the line. Thompson on the line for the Panthers. 24-21 the score. Thompson with an opportunity. The Panthers have got to keep it in play. Calais sets it up. And the point will go to the Jaguars, folks. And we're headed to game 3, ladies and gentlemen. Stick around. We'll take a break and come back with more exciting Panther volleyball.
Mary Kay Edwards, and I've been here July 22nd, 23 years.
I'm John Easton Jr. I'm the business manager, financial secretary of the International Brotherhood of Electric Workers, local union 716 here in Houston. We train and educate the best, most qualified electricians. IBW is all about elevating the lives of others, and that's sort of what today's all about.
We help hundreds of families every year using volunteers, as you see out here today, to do the exterior of the homes to make a warm, safe, and dry home.
I mean, with the IBEW, they've done so much for me that, you know, if anything I can do to give back to the IBEW and give back to our community, because we're all skilled craftsmen. And so anything that we do coming out here and doing community service and giving back, we're going to do it the best job we can.
And I just love the way my house is looking. And I am really, really happy.
Outstanding design defines the 2015 Hyundai Equus. This 4-door, 5-passenger sedan stands out among competitors in its class. It features an automatic transmission, rear-wheel drive, and a 5-liter 8-cylinder engine. A wealth of standard features mean that you no longer have to sacrifice, such as cruise control, a blind spot monitoring system, power door mirrors and heated door mirrors, lane departure warning, and remote keyless entry. Rear passengers enjoy the seat heating functionality, keeping them warm during the winter months. With high-intensity discharge headlights illuminating your path, you'll always appreciate maximum visibility. For drivers who enjoy the natural environment, a power moonroof allows an infusion of fresh air. Audio features include a CD player with MP3 capability and 17 speakers, providing world-class sound throughout. Hyundai also prioritized safety and security by including front and rear side impact airbags, a security system, an emergency communication system, and 4-wheel disc brakes with ABS. Stop by our dealership or give us a call for more information. Outstanding design defines the 2015 Hyundai Equus. This 4-door, 5-passenger sedan stands out among competitors in its class. It features an automatic transmission, rear-wheel drive, and a 5-liter 8-cylinder engine. A wealth of standard features mean that you no longer have to sacrifice, such as cruise control, a blind spot monitoring system, power door mirrors and heated door mirrors, lane departure warning, and remote keyless entry. Rear passengers enjoy the seat heating functionality, keeping them warm during the winter months. With high-intensity discharge headlights illuminating your path, you'll always appreciate maximum visibility. For drivers who enjoy the natural environment, a power moonroof allows an infusion of fresh air. Audio features include a CD player with MP3 capability and 17 speakers, providing world-class sound throughout. Hyundai also prioritized safety and security by including front and rear side impact airbags, a security system, an emergency communication system, and 4-wheel disc brakes with ABS. Stop by our dealership or give us a call for more information.
Are down 2-1. And we've got to get this one, ladies and gentlemen, to stretch it to 5 games. Panthers, in their last contest against the Jaguars of Southern, lost it 3-1. And our athletic director coming over and telling us that the Panthers advance in the tournament the soccer tournament, the Southwestern Athletic Conference, by a score of 1-0 over Jackson State. And we're anticipating them taking on Alabama State on tomorrow. So you can always get updates from www.swac.org. Williams with the attempt. And the other Williams will have to keep it in play. And the Panthers now up 3-0. That's going to put Kiso on the line for the Panthers. Kiso with the volley. Williams will, or pardon me, that's Malone. Now over to Williams. Kiso will keep it in play. Chudian chases it down. And here comes Walker. Neubauer, get it. Great dig that time by Jordan Hitch. Here comes Hunter, and the Panthers will get it. Randy Hunter. 4-0. The Panthers coming back with a vengeance here in game 4. Kiso on the line, 3 in a row. Kiso gets it over to the middle. Malone will get it to Calais. He'll chase it down over to Williams. That one's out of bounds. Now the Panthers up 5-0. Kiso now 5 serves in a row. Kiso gets it over to Malone, who keeps it in play. Great shot off the backside. Calais will keep it in play with the and Calais puts a little too much English on it. And it's out of bounds. The Panthers will go to the line, Sidney Walker. Walker on the line for the Panthers. And the officials having a chat. While we'll have a chat, folks, let's quickly tell you about our friends, the specialists over at Houston Methodist Orthopedics and Sports Medicine at Willowbrook. They're the official healthcare provider of Prairie View A&M Athletics. For more information, you can contact them at houstonmethodist.org. Yeah, our statistician, sometimes when you gotta go, you gotta go. So we put it in the able hands of Genesee Bates, Brittany Dixon, Jason Thibodeau, all veterans at the table here. Great block by Thompson, but it's out of bounds. And now the Jaguars 7-6, and Coach Tacho Tyler kind of having fits over there. Jefferson on the line. Chudian with the dig. Here comes Hunter. Yes, he finds the hole. Randy Hunter. Hunter has really come on, folks, in the second half of the season. And Thompson's going to be on the line. The Panthers up 8-4. Malone gets it over. Kiso tries to just tip it over. Now they give it back to Hunter. Hunter, oh, with a great cross hit. Kiso to Shanklin, yes. Mokisha Shanklin. And the Panthers keep pouring it on here in the Baby Dome. 9-4 the score. The Panthers up 5. Thompson still on the line. Four the score. Calais will knock it out of bounds, yeah. And the Panthers now with a 6-point edge. Neubauer with the attack. Here comes Hitch. Jefferson saves it. Tipped in the middle. Good communication by the Panthers. Kiso sets it up for Shanklin. Kiso sets it up for Hunter. Yes, and Hunter with another one. Randy Hunter. The Panthers pouring it on here. Up 11-4. Thompson to Neubauer. Shanklin sets it up with the tip right in the middle. No. Right side to Malone, and Malone with the kill. Checking back in for the Jaguars, Keandre Williams. Another freshman from Zachary, Louisiana. Another 6-footer on Coach Jacobs' team. That one's out of bounds. The Panthers up now still 7-12-5. And Augustine will go to the line. On the line for the Lady Panthers, number 1, Kristen Augustine. Augustine with a good pass right in the serve right in the middle. Great block. And that time Kiso couldn't get it in play off the net. Lalani Leili Matafayo will check back in. Hence too much. 12-7, and Coach Tyler looking a little frustrated there. Williams over to Jordan Hinch, and no. .12-8 score. That's going to put Selenite on the line for the Jaguars. Selenite gets it over. Chudian will pass it to Kiso. Wow. Hinch will have to just play it over the net. No time to set one up. And that one's going to be right in bounds by Selenite. And the Jaguars quietly getting back in it, and a timeout, folks, by Coach Tacho Tyler. I want to say congratulations to the Lady Panther soccer team who has advanced in the Southwestern Athletic Conference soccer tournament by defeating Jackson State in overtime by a score of 1-0. We also want to remind you folks, with the holidays coming up, don't want to do a lot of cooking? Well, then contact our friends over at Sodexo. They are ready to provide catering for your special needs, whether it be anniversaries, banquets, birthdays, graduations, Thanksgiving coming up, receptions or holiday or weddings rather. Contact our friends over at Sodexo. The number to call in the Houston area, 281-850-1933, or here in the Prairie View area, 832-309-8211. No cooking in the Porterhouse for Thanksgiving. We're going to cheat and go out of town and eat at a champagne buffet for Thanksgiving. I'm not cooking all that food this time. But we are going to cook for Christmas. Are you going back to Colorado, Genesee Bates, for Christmas? No, you'll be trying to come over to my house and get a plate. Oh, well, we were waiting. Kind of prematurely took that one out. All right, here we go. Back to live action, 12-9. Great volley. Diamond Williams has to continue to play it. Shanklin will get it. Kiso back to Shanklin. No. It's coming over to Walker. And, yeah, what a great play. Don't think that one was designed. Hinch will check back in and go to the line for the Panthers. On the line for the Panthers, number 7, Callie Jordan Hinch. Williams all the way to the back line has to play it. Panthers can't set it up in time. Campbell, yes, with the point for the Panthers. Marissa Campbell. And where's Campbell been? She's been playing great, but hadn't seen a lot of time. Hinch gets it over. Selenite will set it up. Great block that time by Campbell. Here comes Campbell again. Can't get that one, though, and it's just a little too much for Paige Chudian. And now the Jaguars are only trailing by 4 points, 14-10. Malone will go to the line for Coach Jacobs. Augustine will set it up, get it over to Shanklin. They'll continue to play it. Malone will. Back to Kiso, over to Shanklin. Yes, and she'll get it for the dig, for the kill. Mokisha Shanklin. Chudian over to Selenite. Hitch can't get down quick enough. And now the Jags keeping that climb in motion, keeping a 4-point cushion on the Panthers. Here comes Kiso to Thompson. Great block that time by Thompson. Chudian has got to get over and say something to Augustine. They've got to talk in the middle there when they're going for the kill, the dig. They've got to say something. And that one's going to go out of bounds. 16-12 the score. Panthers up by 4. Kiso on the line. Oh, and finding right in the middle is Leilani Leila Matafayo. See if Tier can say that one. 16-12. Calais on the line for the Jaguars. Kiso. Hunter with the attack. Malone will just have to play it over. Good save there by Campbell. Campbell with a great block. Great block by Hunter on the right side. Randy Hunter. 17-15. The Panthers leading by 4. 17-13, pardon me. The Panthers leading by 4. And Walker will check in along with Jasmine Lewis. Checking in for the leading Panthers, number 15, Jasmine Lewis. And on the line for the Panthers, number 8, Sydney Walker. Lewis playing left side. And that one's going to go on the line, or into the net rather. And the Panthers now with 18. We're going to game 5, which will be to 15, right? The first one to 15. We haven't gone to 5 in a while. We can't remember, can we, Jason? But I'm almost sure you go to 15 in game 5. First one to 15. Kiso, wow, can't get down. That looked like it might have hurt a little bit. And Jefferson is going to check in and go to the line. Bailey Jefferson, a freshman from right down the street in Pearland, Texas, attended Manville High School. Kiso sets it up for Lewis. And Jasmine Lewis comes in and makes an impact. Jasmine Lewis. Lewis and Shanklin, two of my favorite players. They play with such energy. They play at a high energy level, and they came in together as freshmen last year. Best of buddies, they're roomies, and I like the way they play together. Lewis with the pass, back over to Hunter, and it's going to drop. The dig by Paige Hall, right side by Malone with the tip. Lewis sets it up to Shanklin. Hunter, can't get it across, 19-15. Neubauer was on the line. Here comes, Lewis, who got a lot into that one. Now that one went all the way up in the cheap seats. Neubauer. Kiso with the set. Over to Hunter, wow. They can't handle that one. Hunter with it again. Randy Hunter. And Hunter has been playing tremendously this series of games. And here comes Augustine to the line. On the line with the Lady Panthers. Kristen Augustine. Augustine gets it right in the middle. Great dig by Chudian. Lewis puts it over. Walker gets it back up. Here's Lewis again with the tip. Chased down by Williams. And here comes Shanklin again. Oh, great save by the Lady Panthers. Too much from Walker. Wow. 20-17 the score. And Jacobs wants to take a timeout, folks. Nope, a sub. And Selenite comes in. Augustine to Walker. And it's out of bounds, and now the Jaguars trying to fight back into this one. 20-18, the Panthers were in the lead by as many as 6 in this game. Selenite again, coming across. Kiso, oh, to Lewis. And Lewis is in the net, and now the Jaguars have closed within 1, 20-19. Hinch is going to come back in, and Lewis is going to take a seat. Here comes Selenite. Walker sets it up. Shanklin, great save. Oh man, Williams with 2 great digs in a row. And Lewis, or Williams, Keandra Williams coming over. And now, Coach Tyler going for good defense. Marissa Campbell had played great there on that left side. And 21-19 is the score. Coach Jacobs concerned with that. That should have been a point there. It was 20-19. And that should be the correct score, 21-19. Yeah. And Jacobs and a timeout call by Jacobs, ladies and gentlemen. She doesn't like it. Trying to rattle the Lady Panthers. And folks, this is going to be our final volleyball broadcast of the year. I'd like to thank you for checking in and watching, folks. We're going to get better and better every year. And I look forward to next season. The Panthers with a full set of freshmen, a full team of freshmen. If Coach can keep them together, go out in the junior college ranks and get a couple of more players, a couple of middle blockers, and maybe a couple of outside hitters. We'll be loaded. We've got Paige Chudian coming back. Callie Jordan Hinch is doing a great job coming back. We've got Kristen Augustine, who can all play the middle well. And we've got Marissa Campbell and Deshard Thompson on the front line, along with that Mokisha Shanklin. She's going to be all conference before it's all over. You can just better believe that. And a bright future for Prairie View women's volleyball. Hinch will be on the line, 21-19, the Panthers on with the lead. Hinch on the line for the Panthers. 21-19 the score. Hinch with a good serve, gets it right over. Great block that time by Campbell. Good tip by Shanklin. Augustine keeps it in bounds. Here comes Shanklin again. Oh, and the Panthers keep it in bounds. Hinch gets it, yes, and the Panthers up another point. 22-19 the score. The Panthers maintain now the lead. Hinch on the line again. Gets it across. And it's out of bounds. 23-19. The Panthers playing well here tonight in the Baby Dome. And another timeout called by the Jaguars. (23-19) the score, folks. This is a really turned out to be a hot one, as Coach Jacobs wants to close the Lady Panthers out here in Game 4. But Coach Tacho Tyler and the girls said, no way, we're taking this to 5. (23-19) the Panthers need 2 to take it to Game 5. And here we go. We can get the cheerleaders out of the way there. Hitch is going to be on the line. Hitch plays it over. Williams gets it, and now game point for the Lady Panthers in Game 4. Game point. And the Panther fans, here comes Selenite. Yes, and the Panthers win Game 4, and we're going another game now. We play this one to 15, folks. Stick around, we're gonna take a break it down, and come back with the exciting finale, Game 5, right here in the Baby Dome. This is Panther Vision Volleyball.
The students don't just come here for the education. They come for the faculty, for the creativity, the camaraderie, an excellent standard of living, and the school spirit. They come here to gain something profound and to give something back. Students come for the tradition of excellence. This is Prairie View A&M University. Our tradition, your opportunity. Prairie View A&M University is about the students. Students don't just come here for the education. They come for the faculty, for the creativity, the camaraderie, an excellent standard of living, and the school spirit. They come here to gain something profound and to give something back. Students come for the tradition of excellence. This is Prairie View A&M University. Our tradition, your opportunity. Prairie View A&M University is about the students. Students don't just come here for the education. They come for the faculty, for the creativity, the camaraderie, an excellent standard of living, and the school spirit. They come here to gain something profound and to give something back. Students come for the tradition of excellence. This is Prairie View A&M University. Our tradition, your opportunity. Prairie View A&M University.
Outstanding design defines the 2015 Hyundai Equus. This 4-door, 5-passenger sedan stands out among competitors in its class. It features an automatic transmission, rear-wheel drive, and a 5-liter 8-cylinder engine. A wealth of standard features mean that you no longer have to sacrifice, such as cruise control, a blind spot monitoring system, power door mirrors and heated door mirrors, lane departure warning, and remote keyless entry. Rear passengers enjoy the seat heating functionality, keeping them warm during the winter months. With high-intensity discharge headlights illuminating your path, you'll always appreciate maximum visibility. For drivers who enjoy the natural environment, a power moonroof allows an infusion of fresh air. Audio features include a CD player with MP3 capability and 17 speakers, providing world-class sound throughout. Hyundai also prioritized safety and security by including front and rear side impact airbags, a security system, an emergency communication system, and four-wheel disc brakes with ABS. Stop by our dealership or give us a call for more information.
Baby Dome, ladies and gentlemen. Charles Porter coming to you solo tonight, kind of doing quadruple duty. But I've got the moral support of Genesee Bates here, our clocketician. That's not a word? Okay, clock operator. We'll just go with that one. How about that? Okay, on the floor for the Panthers, folks, we've got Thompson, Kiso, Hunter, Chudian, Hinch, and Walker. On the other side of the net, Malone, Calais. It's going to be Williams, Neubauer, Equari, and can't see the other person. It's going to be Williams. Is that Williams? Yeah. All on the line for the Jags. First 1 to 15 wins this one. Here comes the Panthers. Hunter with the attempted kill. Yes, Hunter will score first blood. Thompson's going to go on the line, and here comes Mokisha Shanklin, and they're looking like they're having fun out there for a while. Thompson's going to go on the line, and here comes Mokisha Shanklin, and they're looking like they're having fun out there for a while. Thompson on the line. Shanklin checks in for the Panthers. Thompson gets it up, and the Panthers are over the net here. And now game 5 is getting more and more intense. Tied at 1. Bailey Jefferson will check in and go to the line for the Jags. Hinch. Kiso sets it up. Hunter with the attack. Malone. Great block there on the right side by Hunter. Randy Hunter. And the Panthers go up 1-2-1. Go up 1-2-1. For the first time this year, the Panthers have taken it to game 5, trying to check with Alan Wiederhall, our statistician, to make sure this is the first 5 games that the Panthers have taken it to all season. Augustine sets it up to Kiso. Here comes Shanklin. No. Great save by Augustine. Kiso takes it right over the middle. And Chudian can't get over in time. Tied at 2. Diamond Williams will go to the line. And this is the kind of team, Terry, that you want to take into the tournament. A fun, aggressive team. Hinch with the dump right in the middle, yes. Kelly, Jordan Hinch. And Kelly hits the ground pretty hard. She'll come out and wipe the floor. A little perspiration there. I'm trying to make sure this is the first time we've gone to 5 games all season. Yeah, I was checking with our statistician and assistant information director, sports information director, Alan Wiederhall. And he says, yeah, this is the first game of 5 games that we've gone all season. Chudian to Kiso. Tip, no. Looked like it was off the hand. And now Southern has tied it up. Selenite will go to the line. Selenite gets it over. Good dig by Augustine. That'll have to play over. And the Panthers up by 1. No communication between Williams and Leila Matafayo over there, as Thompson will come in with Campbell. Campbell and Thompson in the game for the Panthers. Chudian on the line. Campbell and Thompson had great success there on the left side. Chudian sets it up. Here comes Thompson with it. Great save by Augustine. Campbell right in the middle. Good attack that time. Here comes Kiso setting it up for Thompson. Leilani Matafayo puts it over. Chudian sets it up for Kiso. Jefferson gets it over right in the middle. Hinch can't get to it. We're tied at 4. This one's going down to the wire. Chudian getting them fired up out there. Kiso to Campbell. Campbell keeps it in play. Great job. Here comes Campbell again. Thompson keeps it in play. And now the Jaguars up 5-4. That sends Malone to the line. Melody Malone, the junior from Fort Worth, Texas. That's out of bounds, and now we're tied at 5 again. Hunter will come back in for the Panthers. Checking in for the Panthers, number 4, Randy Hunter. On the line for the Panthers, number 6, Anna Kiso. Anna Kiso will bring it in. Gets the volley across the middle. Leilani Matafayo gets it over. Here comes Hunter. Kiso keeps it in play. Chudian to Hunter. Yes! Randy Hunter! 6-5 to score. The Panthers trying to keep it alive. Kiso on the line. Malone gets it up. Matafayo, great block by Thompson there. Here comes Kiso back to Hunter again. And the block there by Williams on the left side. And now we're tied at 6. Matafayo is on the line for the Jaguars. Hunter finds the hole. Randy Hunter. The Panthers stay up 7-6. Walker will go to the line for Prairie View. Walker gets it over. The pass over to Williams. That's out of bounds. And now the Panthers up 8-6. And the timeout called as we switch sides, and the Panthers will play their last 7 points on their side of the ball. The first 1 to 8 stops play, and then you rotate and go back on your own side. And now the Panthers have got to stay focused as Walker will stay on the line. Walker backs Malone all the way up to the back line. And Kiso takes one right to the face. Couldn't get there in time. Calais puts it over. Kiso will set it up. And the Jags now will take the lead 9-8. Or is it tied at 8? Tied at 8? Okay. Here comes Hunter. And Neubauer with the block. And now the Jags take the lead 9-8. Calais on the line. That one out of bounds. And we're tied at 9. Shanklin will check in. Thompson will go to the line. Checking in for the Panthers, number 13, Mokisha Shanklin. Thompson on the line for the Panthers. Williams to Calais. And the Panthers will get it. 10-9, the Panthers up. Thompson still on the line. It's a good combination there. Shanklin keeps it in play. And And the Panthers will get it. That's another point. And the Panthers are fired up. Shanklin over there. And a timeout called. At 11-9. The Panthers up 2. The first one to 15 wins this. The Panthers need 4 points, ladies and gentlemen, for this one. Great play all night long from Shanklin. Randy Hunter has really showed up, and Kiso has just done an outstanding job all night long, folks. We want to thank those of you who have just joined us, up to 17 viewers now. And this one is going down to the wire, folks. Want to send a shout out to Jonathan Stribling, all the way up in Dallas, Texas, checking out the game tonight. Jonathan will join us for our final football broadcast of the 2015-16 season as the Panthers take on Jackson State Saturday, November 21st in Waller Bulldog Stadium. The kickoff is at 1 o'clock. Looking forward to that one. And I think he's going to try to sneak down here on this Sunday for the women's game as the Panthers take on Our Lady of the Lake. Thompson still on the line for Prairie View. Second place at stake here tonight. Thompson gets it over. Great block that time by Randy Hunter and Shanklin. Walker to Shanklin. And yes, Shanklin get it. Mokisha Shanklin. 12-9 now. The Panthers really going at it. Thompson on the line. Gets it over back. Williams up to the back line. Thompson with a great save. Here comes Hitch. Calais sets it up. Right side, and coming there getting the kill is going to be Ekwari. 12-10 the score. Jefferson on the line serving for the Jags. Walker saves it. Shanklin gets it in the middle. Malone comes from the right side and gets it. 12-11 the score. Jefferson gets it over. Kiso sets it up for Hunter. Calais sets it back up for Malone. Here comes Kiso to Hunter. Yes, Randy Hunter. Randy Hunter. 13-11, and Augustine checks in. Checking in for the Lady Panthers, number 1, Kristen Augustine. And a timeout called by Coach Jacobs. (13-11). The Panthers need 2 points to get to second place here and defeat the Southern Jaguars on our home court. What a way to go down to Texas Southern with 5 wins in a row, folks, for the Lady Panthers if they can do it tonight. And the Jaguar fans that usually come in and really try to poke fun at us are rather subdued here. Coach Vanessa Jacobs, in her first season, is in control of second place there in the Western Division. Alabama A&M on top of the standings in the Western Division, Eastern Division, pardon me. Well, no, I take that back. Jackson State won, so now that's 5-1. 5-1 is Jackson State, and Alabama A&M is second now with 4-2. Okay, here we go. Augustine on the line, folks. Augustine gets it over, backs up Williams. And coming across, getting it is Paige Hall. 13-12. The Panthers need 2 points to close this one out. Williams on the line. Augustine sets it up to Hintz. And the block by Malafayo ties it at 13. You got to win by 2. So now the first one with 2 points in a row will win this one. Here comes Williams. Saved by Kiso. Shanklin hits it in the net. And a timeout taken by Coach Tacho Tyler. The Jaguars are up 1. The first one to win by 2 wins it. Want to send a shout out to Kevin Wallace and Lamont Moore. They're possibly watching exciting women's volleyball. Also Elsie Scott. She's checking out. Mr. Eric Campbell is watching his daughter play here in the Baby Dome tonight. And here we go. Williams on the line for the Jaguars. Williams gets it over. Chudian gets it up. The dump by Shanklin. Augustine, and that's going to be it. Jaguars going to win it. What a heck of a game played here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. The Panthers just can't come out with the win. They did a great job and really played well. The first time they've gone to 5 games, ladies and gentlemen, and it was a tough one. Stick around. We're going to take a break and come back with more exciting Panther volleyball in the postgame show. We'll be back with more right here on Panther Vision.
The focus is not just getting to know new friends, but also about getting to know nature, specifically wildlife.
If the only thing the kids take away this week is a deeper understanding for wildlife and how important it is to everyone, then we've done our job.
It's called the Wildlife Conservation Camp, and it's put on by the Texas chapter of the Wildlife Society. The goal of the week-long getaway is to introduce high school students to all aspects of wildlife and to let them know it's not just fun, but can also be a career.
Meeting the professionals has been really amazing because I get to, meet people who are actually in the fields I'm interested in, and so I'm kind of getting a better idea of where I might want to go, things I might want to do to better prepare myself for my future career.
Campers come from all over Texas, or in Elizabeth's case, the United States. For 7 days, they're immersed in all things wildlife. They spend very little time indoors. All the learning this week is done outside, in nature's classroom, and students soak in every lesson.
It's truly amazing because there's so many topics that we cover and you're just so exhausted because we do so much, and it's just 100% out in the woods, constantly doing what I love to do, which is conservation and research of wildlife.
Maybe they're kayaking, setting traps, building scent stations, or learning to shoot. Whatever the activity, the goal is to instill a love and respect for the outdoors and the animals that call it home.
I've learned so much from the camp. I've learned so much about conserving the wildlife and the habitat of animals and how important it is, to maintain this stuff around us.
The camp moves to different locations every year, allowing diversity in the students and the environment. The camp started in 1993. It's been a 22-year experiment, guiding youth and young adults toward a deeper passion for wildlife, maybe inspiring a vocation. The experiment has been a success.
Well, my mom told me about the camp, and I didn't really want to come at first, but now that I'm here, I really like it. It's my favorite camp that I've ever been to. I'm really glad I came.
The thing that keeps me coming back is just the look on their faces at the end of the week, just the sheer joy and the experience they've had.
Experiences that will benefit the environment as much as the student. For Voices of Agriculture, Gary Joyner, Junction. Summertime equals summer camps, and this one's unique. The focus is not just getting to know new friends, but also about getting to know nature, specifically wildlife.
If the only thing the kids take away this week is a deeper understanding for wildlife and how important it is to everyone, then we've done our job.
It's called the Wildlife Conservation Camp, and it's put on by the Texas chapter of the Wildlife Society. The goal of the week-long getaway is to introduce high school students to all aspects of wildlife and to let them know it's not just fun, but can also be a career.
Meeting the professionals has been really amazing because I get to, meet people who are actually in the fields I'm interested in. And so I'm kind of getting a better idea of where I might want to go, things I might want to do to better prepare myself for my future career.
Campers come from all over Texas, or in Elizabeth's case, the United States. For 7 days, they're immersed in all things wildlife. They spend very little time indoors. All the learning this week is done outside, in nature's classroom, and students soak in every lesson.
It's truly amazing because there's so many topics that we cover and you're just so exhausted because we do so much, and it's just 100% out in the woods, constantly doing what I love to do, which is conservation and research of wildlife.
Here in the Baby Dome, ladies and gentlemen, really not the outcome we planned for. The Panthers, though, played great, Coach. I mean, anytime you don't get that final win, a lot was on stake. Second place was at stake tonight. But the Lady Panthers played 5 games. They played down to the wire. The first time that they have taken a match to 5 games all year, ladies and gentlemen. And they simply played well. Just couldn't get the last couple of points in the end. A lot of bright spots out there. We've had one senior, Anna Kiso, to leave. But if we can keep this team together and keep them on track, they're going to do great things down the stretch. But this is the kind of team, Coach, you want to take into the tournament as we get ready for SWAC play. We've got to take on Texas Southern next week, and I know it's a tough one for you. But these ladies played well, and they keep getting better and better and better. They came into tonight's game with a 4-game winning streak, and they played well. They really did. The Panthers were led by Randy Hunter. Man, where has she been? 16 kills. Mokisha Shanklin was great, and Akiso was also great. Your back line played well, and we're just a couple of steps away from being a fantastic team.
I agree. We just have to learn to stay consistent. I think that was our issue. When we had them up, then our passers weren't getting our setter and system, so that was allowing us to just kind of throw balls to the outside when really we were trying to run our middles. So, young team, we just have to learn to stay consistent so that we can pull out the win next time.
Well, Coach, I know you want to run in and get with your team, but I just want to tell you, really, congratulations on a great season. This is our final broadcast here for Panther Vision Volleyball this season, and I want to tell you what a great job that you're doing. Keep up the hard work. Keep that Panther spirit going. Good luck going down to Texas Southern on next Tuesday the 10th. Folks, if you're in the Houston area, get down to Texas Southern and support the Lady Panthers and Coach Tacho Tyler. They have been really working hard, doing a great job, and we hope to see you there. Folks, our next broadcast will be November 21st, the season finale of exciting Panther football right down in Waller Stadium. Yours truly, Jonathan Stribling, and the entire Panther sports broadcast team will be on hand to bring you that final football game. The Panthers take on Alabama State this Saturday, and then they come back home for the grand finale. Alabama State, and then got another game after that. Alcorn State, folks. And then they come home on the 21st. For the season finale. So we hope that you will join us then. Well, folks, that's going to wrap it up for us here in the Baby Dome. For Athletic Director Ashley Robinson, Assistant Athletic Director Coach Alicia Pete, Jonathan Stribling, Mr. Ryan McGinty, Michael Wesson, our entire fantastic corral of students. This is Charles Porter saying so long. We'll see you in a couple of weeks with more exciting Panther Vision sports.
One team if we win.
One team if we win.
One team if we lose.
One team if we lose.
How we play.
How we play.
Is how we choose.
Is how we choose.
Let our arms.
Let our arms.
Be strong and high.
Be strong and high.
And ladies set.
And ladies set.
Be first to 25.
Be first to 25.
One team if we win.
One team if we win.
One team if we lose.
One team if we lose.
How we play.
How we play.
Is how we choose.
Is how we choose.
Let our arms.
Let our arms.
Be strong and high.
Be strong and high.
And let it set.
And let it set.
Be first to 25.
Be first to 25.